Hi, I'm George Roper with The Original Way, and I'm also a pastor of a church. You know, so many times we see examples of spiritual leaders betraying the trust of the people, where the trust that has been put and invested in these spiritual leaders is lost, is betrayed, because they've done something or proven themselves wrong or untrue. And this may come about in a number of ways, one of which being where we find in time that the spiritual leader has been manipulative and misled the people, lied to the people, or taught them things that were not true. Another way may be where impropriety comes out to have occurred, and it may involve some type of romantic tryst, or perhaps some inappropriate grooming. And from any of these scenarios, what winds up happening is people get hurt. People can lose their faith or develop a mistrust of organized religion. So what can be done to prevent this? Well, one, we must recognize that it's important to take the onus on ourselves to see and seek things out, see things for ourselves. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, it says to prove all things, test all things. If a spiritual leader tells you that God says X, Y, and Z, well, look it up and see for yourself if in fact God is indeed saying X, Y, and Z. Don't just take their word for it. In Ephesians chapter 6, it says to put on the whole armor of God. Now, many may be familiar with that expression and assume that that armor is meant for the world. And surely, I could take the armor off in certain settings. But again, it is important to safeguard our spiritual well-being and test and prove things on our own, for ourselves. Take that action, take that initiative. Here in New York, we have traffic agents that direct the traffic in lieu of traffic lights. And so those that are on the streets and driving, the pedestrians, we look to that traffic agent. We trust that traffic agent to tell us what to do. And here they are, standing in an intersection, surrounded by traffic, going in each and every direction. And when they say go, we trust that it's safe to go. And when they say stop, we trust that it's safe to stop. But we also have construction workers that have the same power. And they will be working on certain sites, construction sites, and they are also interrupting and directing the flow of traffic in both directions. And when they tell you to go, well, you better look and make sure that it's okay before you go, because they don't take the same care that the traffic agent does. And it may not be safe to go. You need to prove that it is safe to drive forward. You need to test that the landscape is such that you can move forward, that it's safe to go, and that it's safe to stop. Do not just trust them. And likewise, followers and those that are looking for spiritual guidance and listening to any particular speaker or teacher, well, they too need to do the same thing and take action themselves to engage God directly, to engage God's word and those scriptures directly. Allow God to speak to you directly, as opposed to waiting for someone to digest God's word and instructions for you. It's so important to maintain and pursue a relationship with God ourselves.